Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Midnight.
What up, party people, and welcome to
golly.
episode 94 of
94.
Two Bandits Watching
6 away.
Bluey.
Yes.
I'm your good pal, Greg Painter.
He is hanging out here about cruise ready. Or you are back from your
I'm
house?
back from my cruise.
How was it, man?
My cruise was great. I had
here.
a lovely 40th birthday party at your house.
Yeah.
40th birthday / fantasy football.
Woo.
Definitely not recording this before all that stuff, even though we
No.
admitted that we're doing that just last episode.
Have a good trip, dude. Had a good trip. Good job, dude.
And with me,
There it is.
he's not a Bobohead. Unless he wants to be.
Literally
That's his
my
name.
first note.
Is...
I go by Mike Martin because I'm not a Bobohead. And I said, Greg will call me a Bobohead.
No,
First note
I
of the
didn't
episode.
call you a Bobohead. I said you're not a Bobohead.
Thank you.
Unless you want to be.
Appreciate that.
That's
That's
you can
first.
be anything you want to be.
Thanks. Oh, you mean it?
I mean,
Hooray.
But yeah, you stole my thunder. Yeah, cruise o'clock.
Yes. Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
I can't wait. It's going to be fun when I get back. Like I said, by the time you're hearing this, I'll be the
Already
big
back.
4-0.
Yep. Oh gosh, so many birthday celebrations should be sent out yesterday. Oh no, I didn't do the call to arms to say.
If only this was the past and you could fix it.
Gosh, just you wait.
But
Secret
for a
projects.
birthday episode,
Yes.
I can't think of one more special than what we're about to talk to now.
Huh?
I love me this episode. And it's called Midnight.
We're in midnight, baby.
We are in Midnight. There's so much fun.
There's a lot
so much
to
heart,
dissect.
so much goofs.
I love it.
So much cyclical nature of things.
I love it. I love it. I love it because you're going to be jumping deep into the conversations that do happen. And I am paying attention to way too many things that are going outside of the screen or what's going on behind the scenes.
Can't wait
so
to
don't
hear
worry.
what you
dude.
got for me.
I've got
But first,
so many notes. Yes.
I need to know what our friends at Wiki Bluey had to think about this little episode.
They better have a good description from our good friends about this good episode. Hey, Greg, what's midnight?
Bluey, Bingo, and Dad always take out the bins. Over a few weeks, Bingo tells Dad about a new kid at kindy who is mean to her, and Mom offers some good advice. That's kind of a weak synopsis of this epically epic episode. But let's not be hung up on the weak
We
synopsis,
shouldn't be hung up on the week synopsis.
because my goodness.
I was to say because as a podcast that goes for about 30 to 40 minutes a week talking about an episode, we can't always knock the synopsis if it's grammatically correct.
Yeah.
Boo hissed last week with Octopus, so you know what?
Not so much.
I'll give slight credit to this one because it's tricky to describe a
hard
Bluey
one.
episode and be like, but if you pay attention to just this thing, it's insane.
There's Bluey episodes that from start to finish, it's very clear this was 5 minutes of their day.
Mm-hmm.
This Bluey episode
Oh.
spans well over a month.
A whole moon cycle, baby.
More than that, right? Don't we see at least 5... A moon cycle's just a month, right?
I don't know. I think so. Yeah, it's,
I feel like we had
you see breath.
5, maybe 6 bin nights
Sure.
throughout this that we went through.
oh, there's
this is not to spoil it, but this is long enough to go from a white belt to a yellow belt.
Yep.
This is a little bit of time, and I want to give everything I love right
go
off.
right ahead. Go ahead.
But the growth in this episode from thing 1 to thing the end.
There are at least 6 bin nights that I have documented for each thing that happens during each bin night, so don't you worry.
Them. So we'll start off at bin night 1.
Sure.
It's nighttime at the healer house, and the bandit and the kiddos have to take out the trash bins.
The music playing is very just light plucking. It's chimes in the beginning on a xylophone.
Very simple.
Yep.
Very chill. First note that I have, and told by my daughter Emily, I have to bring this out.
Go for it.
Bluey does karate.
Oh, yeah.
It was very Emily as a karate kid, a little bit, just about a year now.
Okay.
Orange belt, 2 black stripes. She's just about to move up to the next level.
I
Proud
trust
of
it,
her.
though.
She was very excited to know that Bluey is also a karate kid.
Oh, she could kick my butt, I'm sure.
Probably both of us with one hand tied. She just got finished with karate camp. She's all ready.
Karate camp?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Maybe that's going on right now. Well, no, I don't know. It's cold in Australia, but that means it's summertime here, right?
Yes, it is summertime here.
Well, no, I mean, like when they breathe, you see cold, like you see their breath.
Oh, okay. You're talking about in the episode. I thought you were just talking about in life, and it's like, yeah, bud.
No, that's not.
summertime,
No,
living's
give me
easy.
some credit here because they're breathing cold air, so it's cold outside. So maybe they have camp like our summer. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about that before. Our summer vacations for school in the December months in Australia. You know what I mean?
We
like
talked
holiday
about that. And
vacations.
somebody probably answered us, and it was at this
I got
point
my
we're getting
face.
close to 3rd year anniversary of this lovely show. So I couldn't tell you.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But karate camp was the thing I was thinking there.
I liked, and you never grow out of this. At least I don't. The whole going outside and seeing your breath and be like, I can breathe.
They
fire.
say it multiple times where it's just like, frosty breath.
Love it.
It's good stuff. Bingo's carrying the recycling there. And she's got cereal. Like there's a cereal box there too. There's like a big old pelican on. I don't know if it's Australian cereal that they have or it's like a knock on like Toucan Sam, but big pelican cereal. I'd love me some cereal though. So that's on me. And the Healers love some curry.
They love some curry. Like, whoa, so much rice. No, you don't throw away spring rolls first off and foremost. You finish the spring rolls no matter what.
No matter what?
No matter what. You finish them spring rolls. I know we're not talking necessarily full on takeaway.
Sure.
But are spring rolls not the first thing that you rock once you open up that box?
No.
Really? What's your first go-to?
I start mixing the rice into the sauce because I get white rice and I mix it with the sauce and then I get, yes. And then you use the spring roll and dip it into the sauce.
Okay, so the first thing you eat, though, is the spring roll.
Nope.
You just said. You said you mix stuff up and then you dip.
Well, I dip it after it's all been mixed up and I've taken at least 3 bites.
Yeah, spring roll's the appetizer, my dude.
So
I love me some red bin. Just gruff talking.
that's right. That's what
From the
Red Bin does.
streets. Streets, Australia. The dogs are back. Give me some food. Nom, 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 nom.
Easy peasy. But it's a way to also ask questions about how everybody's day is going.
Yeah.
It's subtle. It's simple. It's a routine episode. It really is a routine episode.
The routine of this episode, I'll get to it in a minute once we get through our first cycle.
Sure,
but just, mwah.
Yep.
This is just one of those quintessential, hey, this would be one of those top 10. What Bluey episode should I watch? This is definitely in there for me because this is just, it has it all. Like I said, the heart, the lesson, the tears, the laughs.
There's a lot of attention and detail in this episode across the board. They knew what they were doing. This was not no episode of Bluey is a one-off, but this is none of the whole.
I love me too the fact that Red Bin is a gruff, slovenly, give me all the food. And, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, like some nice hippy dippy granola, yellow bin, cardboard.
Well,
sounds
he's the
good.
recycling guy.
Ooh,
He's the one
thank
that's
you.
just save the planet. I don't need fried rice that was overcooked, burnt. Oh, I don't like that. He says, oh, bad tummy. Oh, and then introduce the beautiful, the one and only Miss Doreen.
Doreen.
With the curlers in her hair, ready to go. So good. So good. And she has a Red Bin kind of voice. Hey girls, like she's been yelling for years, and you can see it just right there in the voice
I feel like
actress.
Doreen was a former teacher.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
She's very teacherly vibes, very grandmotherly vibes. I think she was a former teacher. That's what I'm calling for her past.
I like this more positive mindset as opposed to when we were concerned about
She was
Doreen
lost
during
on
Wagon
the
Ride. So that makes me very
She's
happy.
got her meds figured out, and she's doing great. Everything's good now.
But it's just, and it's interesting because that's a comfort in chatting with your like. That's what I like about their cul-de-sac is they're just comfortable with their neighbors all around them.
Everybody says, I'm very happy with that too. We've got a very good neighbor setup. We don't have a cul-de-sac.
Sure.
But like the people across the way, like we've been where we live for like 13, 14 years. People across the way are cool. We've got like the neighbor asks Emily to water her flowers whenever they go on
great.
vacation.
And they have the same thing going on
Other
right
side,
there.
got a bunch of kiddos left and right. It's
House
nice.
number 2 is A-OK right in that little cul-de-sac.
Nice.
Do you know what the plural of cul-de-sac is? Not to put you Johnny on the spot here.
Cul-de-sac.
I like it. Very close.
Like occupy.
Cul-de-sac.
Oh, boo. I don't like that.
Shout out to Gilmore Girls really quick, though. I'm not going to lie. There's a moment in there.
Okay, so Beth would have known that answer.
She would have known. I
would have known
guarantee
that
if you
answer.
ask her
Okay.
right now, she will pounce on it very quickly.
I have a serious and real question.
No such thing.
Have we ever, even in the future, have we ever met Banjo? Is Banjo just heard of and never seen? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Ever seeing Banjo? Does he move out of town?
I don't.
Does he get put in juvie for being a real Bobohead and mean to everyone?
Whoa! I don't. There's a big heel turn that shows up later in this episode too, because
Oh, I think we're going to be talking about the same thing, but we'll wait till we get
fine,
there.
fine, because that's somebody else that I don't think we've
somebody
seen
else who
in person. Also, that's okay. Let's go to the next morning because Bandit hangs out with Bingo and Bluey and chats about the day. Fine, and at this point in time, she doesn't know who Banjo is. Like she's like, "Who's Banjo? New kid at school? I don't know."
Exactly. We also, before we go to the next day, somebody else we don't know who they are until referenced, Mr. Crow.
Yeah.
In my head, Mr. Crow was another Hugh dog wandering around.
Oh, okay.
I didn't immediately think
It's the Crow.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's perfect.
Bruce Lee would be rolling in, or maybe Sting in the early '90s, but no, just an actual crow.
Do you think it's just like a sad goth dog just walking around
Not
town?
Bruce Lee. Oh no, what was his name? The Crow.
The actor?
Yeah.
Nope. Don't.
Brandon
Lee?
Yes, Brandon Lee.
Was it really?
It was Bruce Lee's kid. I think.
Oh, go for it. Go ahead. You can deep dive this one, folks, because
I'm pretty sure. Yes, nailed it. Nailed it in 2.
you're so excited.
Brandon Bruce Lee.
Whoa, well done.
That was close.
So, whoever this mystery neighbor that is between them and Doreen, who I don't think has ever been truly named. Like they're in their yard during zoo, but they're whoever is the postie of that town drops the mail off because there's mail sticking out of their mailbox
At night.
Is that how that works?
Either at night or they just haven't gotten the mail all day.
There was no mail in the box the night before.
Oh.
So the next morning, you see the mail in the mailbox, and they have their newspaper.
Well,
so
it's a question of how early it is, too. Because we are having
before school.
Coffee and
It's before school.
Coffee and breakfast. So it's going to be relatively early.
I told you we're getting into an episode today, bud, because there's a lot going on.
Our mail usually shows up at like 2 in the afternoon.
What's that? The mail?
Yeah.
So you think they're just neglecting it? And no.
Well, no, because
if it's midnight.
I'm talking about our mail.
Oh,
like
our mail?
The painter mail.
Oh, us,
not these
us
guys.
mail is like 3 p.m.
Yeah.
They're getting it
So-
at like a solid 7 a.m.
10
drop off. The posties there. Shout out to the posties in the Australian world then.
Shout out to the Posty. Shout out Hammer Run Project, our homie.
Has to happen. Has to happen. Small things that happen in this episode. Keep your eyes on when you watch it. Doreen's tree of lemons/mangoes or whatever she has in her yard. Because at that point in time, night 1, there's not a lot growing. They're starting to grow a little bit. It continues on, much like everything else in this episode. So that's
The growth.
Yeah.
We've hit a full cycle because just like you said, Mom saying, let's be nice to Banjo. Let's try to play with him. Bin Man scoops the garbage. Can I be a bin lady when I grow up?
if you want. Hooray!
That is the best answer. And that we talk about silly things that we steal and biscuits
Sure.
and gotta be dones and such.
The yes anding though of if you'd like.
The if you like with legit. Hey, can I do this? Because they're not referencing Bluey when they say that. No, if you like, because that's so much better than you can do whatever you want. This is very almost passively positive.
Yeah.
And I love it so much.
It's great. It's so much
Because it
out of the
doesn't
park.
matter. It doesn't matter for saying I want to be a garbage truck driver. I want to be a scarecrow. I want to be an ass.
But
It doesn't matter if you like.
She could be a scarecrow because she can scare the crows. She knows she can. Go get it if you'd like, though. Of course.
I love it, but the repetition. We have Kids and Bandit talk. We have Bins talking with Doreen. We've got Bluey waking up to scare the crows.
Sure.
Mom driving home the point that Dad made with Bingo the night before. Like they're like, hey, just this happened with Bingo's day. Okay, when we talk in the morning, I'm reinforcing. That's just such a good dual parenting.
It's crystal clear that that's happening because you don't. I mean, it happens obviously behind the scenes, but you don't see Bandit and Chili in the same scene at all during this episode. But Bandit's getting the insight at night and talking to Chili Dog and just saying, Bingo's got this going on with Banjo, yada yada. Just talk to her in the morning because I'm talking to her at night. And this is what I brought up with her, and then you bring it up,
and it's just those little routines you get. Those routines you get with your kids that end up 20 years from now being the most special thing about growing up and the things that you remember. Those moments that you wouldn't want a robot to replace, and that's all I'll say about that right now.
Chili Dog loves those mornings. Like you can see there's this mental level of relaxation when she's having her mornings on the porch with the kiddos.
Little coffee,
and
just
she's
chilling.
Bluey's rocking the recorder, and every time you see her, similar to what you see at the end when it comes to
Extra note here.
karate, she's learning, music more and more, and also the fun evolution of how to scare the crow. How did she scare the crow?
I love how the concept of leveling up is what I'll call it.
It's very much. Absolutely.
We're leveling up with every midnight. Somebody levels down, though, here real quick. And that's
watch it in the background of the mornings of both the little potted plant behind them and also the weed that's growing on the front railing. Each morning, and I have it listed every single time, and I'm not going to go through it. Like, it grows, but the plant itself is growing in the background. The weed that's attaching to that front railing that needs to be taken care of is growing every morning. And it's showing that, like, this is not the next day every time. It's not the next day. It's midnight, so it's at least a weekly thing. I don't know how often they take the rubbish in Australia, but here it's weekly. Every Wednesday is bin day for us. And Finn calls it bin night. And
nice.
Have the little ones yelled, "Thanks, bin man"?
They have not. No, they have not.
Loves it and gets the guys to wave at him, and he's having a blast with it. And also, we have, for some reason in our neighborhood this season, we do have crows hanging out, and he doesn't have a recorder. I should get him one, but he just yells "No!" to any time that they squawk at him. They don't go to our garbage a little bit, but anytime they come close to it, he just goes "No!" and runs at them.
Libby's go-to whenever there's birds where they shouldn't be, it's just like "Wah!"
Yes!
Like she pretends to be like a scary cat to scare away the birds.
Perfect.
And it's quite loud and quite distracting. We don't know what the heck she's up to. I feel bad for Red Bin on night 2. So sad.
Lonely.
Mrs. Yellow Bin. I think they're sisters. That was just adorable.
I knew that was going to make your heart
Just
swell
adorable.
a little bit.
Because that's Bingo thinking, that's how I feel when Bluey's not around.
Yeah.
So they have to be sisters because they're sad when they're not around.
That's
Just like in the episode Bingo.
Aw, you like that one?
I like it.
Is that the episode? No, is it the night that Doreen is struggling?
No, we're not quite there.
Okay.
This is how was Kindy? Good, no bad.
That's right.
It's very much because kids just automatically like, how is it? Good. Especially the older they get, the less info you get about their day.
Yep.
And a lot of time you get the generic good. It's like, wait a second, actually no, this happened in this.
That's gorgeous. That shows that people are talking, people are discussing their day and realizing they should open up about their emotions. And this is spoiler alert. The overarching theme of the entire episode is what? It is, at least there's so much going on. I can't just do that and put you on the spot like that, and I apologize. The overarching theme of this episode is being able to be willing to vent about things and discuss things and take out your own garbage. It's bin night. You're bringing out your garbage every night. It's being able to vent about things and express yourself. It's bin night.
I think there's so many things.
I know, like that's like
also,
one of
I'm
the.
just using the term that it's about leveling up. It's about growth. It's about growing as a person. It's growing in so many ways, and we'll get to all the ways that people grow here. But this is just an episode about growth, and an episode not not calling people boboheads. Because that's what happened at school today. What's a bobohead? I don't know. I don't like it.
I watched it with Finn today, and he was like, "Dad, what is a bobohead?" And I just said, "I don't know." He's like, "Yeah, but what's a bobohead?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "It's something you shouldn't call other people because it's mean." I'm like, "Oh, get it, dude." So
off topic here, but just that reminded me. I think I told you yesterday off mic. Is I was driving around with Miss Olivia yesterday, and she's recently discovered Kids Bop.
Yep.
And she was listening to a Olivia Rodrigo song.
Sure.
Because the girl's very much into that now. And a lot of the not so... Well, because they still listen to the clean version with her singing it. But clean version still has, some challenging concepts for a 5-year-old.
Sure.
Oh, excuse me, 6-year-old, because she also just leveled up a week ago. Excuse me. And she told me, I like the Kids Bop version because it's not mean and it doesn't use rude words.
Boom. Oh,
Them
bottle
kiddos.
that moment,
Those
Gregory.
kiddos.
Bottle that moment. Oh.
Teenage years. They're
Yeah,
coming too fast.
But yeah, we're lucky we're not recording this in about 6 years because it'd be a very interesting world of Bluey that we're talking about.
Doreen, very jealous though. He learns how to Barbie.
Yeah.
Nice full bin. Mr. Crow's going to like that.
That's right. Mr. Crow does like the garbage. Absolutely.
And then the cycle continues.
Another
We're
day.
back at the front porch.
Lemons are still growing. Mangoes are growing. Whatever that big tree is, they're growing, dog.
Mom's letting her know if you get called a mean name, talk to Mr.
Retriever.
Okay, Mama. Love me some Okay Mama.
Oh, you're
from
so.
Bingo.
Oh man.
It's
favorite
just so
character
Bingo.
incoming, folks.
It's just so
He's
Bingo.
love. Oh, and the music again the next morning. It's getting better. It's a little more fun, a little more whimsical. They're learning because it's the same song every single time. And it's just more elements being added to it. It's getting faster. It's practicing something for a week and being better at it. It's great. It's great. It's great.
I like too how our bin man here, we're beeping the horn every time, even if we don't remember to scream out "Thanks, bin man." Because a lot of times we're finding out if we should be scarecrows or having a deep moment, but we still just a burp burp.
He knows what he's doing.
Got to love it.
Who's going to be the character of the day? This is going to be very difficult today, folks, just so you know.
Another night
Yep.
is among us. And now, not a lot of rubbish today.
Nope.
Red Bin's not happy about that. Feels empty inside. Doreen, though. Them Mahjong girls.
She had a day. She had a night.
I do. The only thing I wish is that Yellow Bin would be overflowing with some like empty wine bottles too.
Aww.
Those Mahjong girls.
You know what's fun about it is I think this is the episode that allowed Bingo and Bluey to realize about Mahjong with Rita and Madge because she's like when they're talking about it, is it bus that they do it? It is bus because that's when they come back and they want to play Mahjong, and I think they're learning it from Doreen to discuss Mahjong because that's what an elderly lady does with her curlers. She's got to go to Mahjong.
I very much think that the Rita and Janet are a mix of Nana and Doreen.
Yes,
very much so.
Absolutely,
very much so. I do like to just underneath his breath, not wanting to make Doreen feeling bad for being an older lady and needing a little help. Girls, go help Doreen. Just like a really quick, soft, like let's take care of the neighbor.
And he says something where he's like, "Right on, Doreen! Like, get it, girl!"
All right, Doreen.
Yeah, he's super
Full
proud
of
of her.
burn.
Yes, good
Eat that
job,
food.
girl.
Nom nom nom.
Fantastic, so good.
Like Bluey too, saying, "I'll protect your bins as well," and just gives like the little bow.
Doing karate things and then does the bow at the end. She's learning from her karate. It's
Exactly.
great.
She's little by little leveling up.
Here comes Ninja Bluey, though, baby.
Oh, the stealth just sneaks up. Crow got a little bit of damage in there. We got a little spaghetti and a little. Is that an olive?
It's a giant egg of some sort.
Yeah.
I
Gotta be careful with that.
Culinarily, I am not really sure about that one. That's for sure. But there are a lot more of those mangoes or lemons falling off of Doreen's tree. I think she has a tree. She's super excited about it. She doesn't do anything with it. She needs to set up a produce stand and sell those things. Poor girl.
We have a little bit of a switch in the formula because we go right back to night.
Boom.
Right back to night. And Kindy was good. Banjo just threw his hat in the bubbler?
What's a bubbler?
Water fountain.
Oh. Why are you throwing your head in a water fountain?
I don't know, but Banjo's having a rough transition to this new school.
Yeah, maybe it's like wash your face off and just...
And Beth, with the infinite patience for everybody, is like, you just got to think what Banjo's going through. Just change schools mid-year.
Yeah.
Trying to reacclimate. Sometimes kids just need attention. And if you get attention by doing a bad thing, it's still attention. Attention's attention.
Absolutely.
But don't worry, because Bingo got to have a great day playing with a sandbox with her good friend Felix. He would never wrong her.
So, is that salad night with the bin?
What's with all the salad?
Yeah. I'm wondering, because I don't think the healers really have those kind of trees inside of their lawn.
Oh, that's Lucky's dad's.
Is that Lucky's dad?
Oh, is that when this happened? Right after the
Queens?
Ooh, I like that. That works for me.
Because it's full of palm tree leaves, and he's like, I'm so sick of that.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say that
on the record,
a majority of the season is during the 6 weeks of Bin Night. Bin Night encapsulates a majority of season 2.
I can absolutely see that.
Some episodes here, some episodes there.
That's cool with me.
But this is an encapsulation of an entire season.
Just wanted to make sure that I could put Pat into the race for favorite character today. So,
hey, Mike, are there aliens on the moon?
What happened?
Are there any aliens on the moon?
Probably.
Maybe. Just a very optimistic maybe.
Yeah.
Just very, very simple, very whatever.
Yeah, maybe you figure it out.
I'm not going to tell. And that's another one of the small parenting things. They're kids. Unless it's super important, especially if it's whimsical and magical, like aliens on the moon.
Don't drop a flat out now.
No, of course not. Just maybe. I haven't been there. How would I know?
See? You can find out.
Hey, Mom, can I be an astronaut next day? Like,
yeah.
Bluey just holding on to that thought. It's like, interesting.
Because everybody's routine is different. Chili had no idea she was going to ask that, but it's been on Bluey's mind all night because it's just it's what she's focusing on now. And she has her way of figuring out when the bin night is too. That's different from everybody else. Everybody has their routine in a different way, but it's how they function.
And I do like, this is the first time we get real progression on the recorder too. We're like playing the background music now.
That's
on
right.
the recorder. Still a couple notes here and there that might be a little bit flat, maybe a little bit, but we got real progression.
That's right.
What's not progressing positively right now, though, is the weather on this next midnight. It's because like rain on your midnight day.
Yep.
I love how Bluey just nopes hard. Rain, nope, bye.
Not only that, but recency bias of relation to this, but seeing Bingo walk with comfort and pride, even though she's feeling a little glum right now. Maybe the rain's causing it, but holding the umbrella herself, letting Dad bring out the trash. Thanks very much, Bingo / my child, for the help on a recent rainy day when we were walking back from the park, and it was just like, nope, I've got this. I'm like, you got this, dude.
I just remember
it was just
recording last episode. Like, we're going to go to the park after this. It's like, have fun, bud. And literally the second that I drive the 10 minutes home, just rain and sideways wind. It's like,
It's about a half-mile walk where he's like, I got the umbrella, Dad. And I'm like, you know what?
Bud.
No. I'm like, you got it, dude. I can't. I'm not gonna argue. So, quick changes when we got home. Don't worry. I'm still relatively dry now.
Quick change now in Bingo's attitude too, because after the kids aren't there to play, so Bandit and Doreen just making the. I love that Doreen's playing too. It's like, hi, Bingo and Bluey's bins.
There you
Not
go.
Bandit's bin, Bingo and Bluey's.
That's
bins.
right.
That's cute.
So true. Perfect.
Sad Bingo's gonna sad Bingo.
Yeah, she has her moment, doesn't she? Here.
Banjo called her stubby and said that she can't do monkey bars, and she's
Boom.
probably 2 and not 4. And man, I've had this exact same feel that Bandits had. It's like, man, that banjo. Like,
Ooh, you just
shouldn't-
flexed a little bit at me. Don't do that.
You shouldn't dislike a child. I definitely have disliked children. Like, kid comes home and is like, so and so said this at the playground today, and it just really hurt me. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go fight that kid.
I was gonna say, man, you got some hostility
Take
vibes.
care of my
It's all
kiddos.
good.
And then
You got to take out the garbage, man. Just got to take out the garbage.
Heel turn, heard round the world. The Shawn Michaels kicking Janetti through the barbershop window. Banjo said, I'm too stubby. Felix said, I'm too stubby too. What's up, Felix? Look out for your girl.
No.
What are you doing?
I don't think Felix is seen in the photos either. I don't think we see Felix at all.
Good.
So- But again, Bandit and Chili talk to each other after midnight because Chili, has the reinforcement in the morning.
The first thing that gets me to tear up in this episode is after Bingo has that moment, and Bandit's not going to make it feel better, not going to say it's okay. Let Bandit live in the feelings like, hey, come give me a hug. Just give me a hug. Because dad hugs help.
Sure.
Like whenever the kiddos, something's wrong, it's like, come here. Big hug, deep breaths. And then just, thanks for telling me. It's good to get that out, isn't it? Not trying to direct her feelings.
Yep.
Not trying to say what her emotions should be. Feel your feelings.
Take out the
Let's
garbage,
get
baby.
through right now. And let's level up tomorrow. It's
been night.
With Mom. And Mom,
Oh, yeah.
pro level advice here.
I was stubby.
This is what we are. But we're tough. And just the way she says that, you don't flip around
No.
with Chili Healer.
you're not.
Because
Absolutely.
she's the reason you wear mouth guards when you play field
I was
hockey.
going to say, she will
'Cause
field
she
hockey
will
you like a
take you
beast.
out.
Don't worry about that. She's got it. She's got her own growth. And every day you just see her enjoying herself because she's growing in her own way across the board. Fantastic.
Know who else leveled up big time?
Doreen.
The Crow.
The Crow.
The Crow's
Totally leveled up.
not messing with any healers.
So-
That's very much showing it's animal instinct. It's nature nurture. The Crow has learned based on the actions of Bluey how to interact with Bluey.
And the Crow ain't nothing to mess with now.
Nope.
Bluey runs away. She's like, nah, dog.
Crow's at like magpie level now.
Very
so
much
watch
so.
out.
Very much so. The music at this point has again increased. The tempo's faster. There's so much more added to it. Fantastic. The mango lemon tree. All of the fruit has fallen down off the tree. The mail inside of the neighbor's mailbox. Usually it's sticking straight out. It rained last night, so shocking, it's drooped.
Ooh.
Like the animators crushing it. It has like a there's like this dew in the air where the sun's hitting them when they're sitting on the front stoop. Good gosh. Ugh. Got all worked up about this, man.
Bluey
There's so much
leveled-
going on in this episode.
Bluey leveled up the yellow belt. Bingo leveled up on
Yes.
the monkey bars. Can hang on there longer than anyone in her class.
Exactly.
Felix leveled up as a bully because he threw the
bubbler.
the bubbler.
Right in the bubbler.
Banjo leveled up as a friend because now we're playing in the sandbox together.
See?
We're all progressing. We're all learning. Then we get the next part, which the heart of the episode. If you thought it was good, we're looking at the bins. Are you supposed to be here, yellow bin? I love Doreen's. I just copy you. Like Doreen's
crushes
just,
it.
she's doing what she's got to. That's why they're out there at the same time.
That's her
She
routine.
keeps her eye on the healers. Let me
waiting.
go out and get stuff
waiting.
done. Visit the neighbors.
And then she's like, okay, cool. It is a yellow bin night. Got it.
And that Bluey, who just low key every day, hello moon, and if not even saying hello moon, just looking up. Are there aliens on the moon? Always paying attention to the sky. Always.
that's how she knows
looking
her
to the
routine for it.
stars. No, it's not yellow bin night. 'Cause
No.
that's only on a full moon, half moon, or no moon. There's a smiley moon, my favorite.
My favorite. Oh.
Just the kids notice stuff like that. So much. Like it's fun when your kids are old enough
Yep.
to teach you things and make you realize things. So it's not
You're
just.
like, oh, I'm not paying attention to this part enough because of this.
It's just so cool. And not only that, but Doreen being impressed. It's like, wow, you could be a scientist. Could I, Dad?
If you like.
Love it. It doesn't matter if we're going to be a scarecrow or a scientist, anything in
Binley.
between. It's not, oh, that's not a good job, or what do you mean? That's silly. No, if you like, you can do it. If it's what you want, it's what you can do. Because then I can invent a robot to take out the bins.
Hope not.
Man. Legit.
It has to
tears
get
down
you.
my face every single time. Killed me even. I watched it twice. Once with the kids and then once solo, prepping for today. Both times.
It hits you, man.
It hits
Sneaky
you hard.
there, McCormack. Sneaky.
Because it's just those small moments.
Yeah.
They add up.
Yeah,
Bam.
you don't want to get rid of your bin night.
16-year-old kids probably aren't going to be rocking out to make the bins talk together with you. It's remembering those moments, those good times, being little, enjoying it, then being Doreen's age and having the kids help you bring the bins out, and then remembering and making the red bin talk at you in the same voice you used
See?
to, and just, it's that granddad's feel of it was just yesterday, and just,
I agree.
It guts you, but in the best stinking way.
Dang,
I
Greg's
love
got
this
feels heavy
episode.
there at the end.
Mike, take us
course
home.
I
Give
did.
us you've got a lot of feels on this one too, I feel like. So let's put a big bow on this one before we
No,
ask
that's
some
you.
questions.
You pretty much said it and nailed it there, young man. It's the beauty that is routine. But it's seeing the growth of the routine over time. Because in the end, you could think of it as it's just the simple thing of taking out the garbage every single day or every single week, sure. But it's also the metaphor of you need to be able to go out and air those grievances and take out your garbage and let it be known. And then you wake up the next day and start that routine fresh and sit on the front porch and think about how you can improve yourself. You can think about how the crow evolves consistently throughout this episode to where I don't think the crow is anywhere near a bad guy versus everyone else that can be named in this episode, those young ones that we shall not name. It's a killer episode. And when you said top 10, I dare to say top 3 of the season.
There you go.
It's there's so much to. I was excited about it last week, and I got it wrong because it was octopus, which is fine. But going into it again even harder made me super excited because I was able to go through like a dot by dot by dot of each night of what happened and watch the plants grow and watch Doreen's tree happen and put Pat into the game, even though he's not in the episode, but it's because it's in the 6-week span of the season. Whew, gosh, golly.
Well, then, with all that said, I've got to know. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, dude.
What was your favorite thing in this episode?
I think I do want to keep it light and goofy and fun, and I think it was when the crow stood up to Bluey and she ran away after thinking that she was the scarecrow. She had evolved enough. She's like, I'm going to beat this crow. But in life, you know, the crow is going to grow and evolve too. So you think you can just jump up and be like, okay, this is routine, is create the scare. No, because life's going to be like, I still am going to do things too.
And you've got to grow throughout the episode. That's the only thing. Her ability to play the recorder grew, but how she scared the crow didn't evolve.
No.
The crow evolved more than the recorder.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now we got to learn the new trick.
There you go.
Crow's not just going to eat all the garbage all the time. Bluey needs to learn and grow and adapt, and that's beautiful.
Greg, what was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing
Uh-oh.
was I hope not. That was
Ah!
if you're gonna be.
I knew you were going to get the
If you're gonna be goofball mode, I'm gonna be the serious one because that's just just chef's kiss. Those small, silly
Crushes
moments,
it, doesn't it?
are just some of the best that there are.
Crushes it and crushes you.
You know, we go on. We do a lot of vacationing as painters. We OBX it. We Disney it. We go here and there. But it's always the small things. It's always the little things that you come back to. It's reading a story every night. It's Emily coming home from school on midnight, and now she's big enough. I'm gonna bring the garbage in with you, and we do it together.
There you go.
It's the small things that really matter in the end that you just don't want to go away.
All wiggly giggling. So good luck, world. Good luck, Greg. Who's your favorite character?
They all can't be serious, so I'm saying Red Bin. Red Bin
Okay.
had some sass.
Okay.
Had some guff.
I'll
Had
take.
some of the best lines in the episode.
Sure.
Loved good old Yellow Bin. Just that voice. I don't know what that voice is. I think it feels like a McElroy character. McElroy
grumbly-
NBC on the Adventure Zone. Just, hey, what's going on here? Just hilarious and love it. So Red
take
Bin
that.
gets my vote. Hey, Mike, who's your favorite character?
Well, the great thing about the routine of every single week is seeing the change that exists every single week. And it shows that you are committed to yourself and making yourself a better person. But in order to check those things, to see that progress, you need that constant routine of every single week that is the same thing. And that way you can reflect on it in that time. My favorite character is the Bin Man.
Ooh.
Because the Bin Man shows up every single week, honks the horn. He's there Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. after the mail's been delivered. Because maybe the postie who's crushing it should be my favorite character. But Bin Man's always there, and he honks his horn. And whatever's happened from 6 weeks ago to now, he's always going to be there. He's the Bin Man. But you are seeing your progress every time you see the Bin Man. What? This episode, man, I can't.
This episode. So then, how do you rank
Yes.
this little masterpiece?
I rank this episode one produce stand that I'm going to build outside of Doreen's house because she is not taking advantage of that succulent fruit, whatever it is, growing in her yard. Boo-hess, because you see it starting to like wither away in the last midnight. So.
It can complement her garage sale that she has.
See? Gotta learn to aggressively sell, Doreen. Greg, is it possible? Episode 94 of Bluey. We've made it this far, and how many moons have we seen? How do you rank, Midnight Man?
I rank this 2 bins full of happy memories.
And overburnt rice.
Yeah. Spring rolls. You don't throw away the spring rolls. Or, you know what's chilly you threw that away. She took 2 bites, threw it away, because Bandit would never leave the spring rolls behind.
She like wrapped them in a napkin.
Never.
And, like...
Thank you.
Yes.
Everybody, plug a clock.
Whew, that was
As you know, linktr.ee/watchingbluey.
That's
Merch,
us.
Patreon, socials, TikTok, and we teased it last week. Starting today, 2 bandits watching Bluey.
We have a cameo.
We're on Cameo, friends.
What?
If you want to take your tooth ceremony over to us,
Yep.
we will record birthday messages.
Sure.
Ask us a question, we'll answer it.
Yep.
We'll just be goofy and
Be us.
improv for a couple minutes at you. Why not?
The one
It's what
thing
we do.
that we're going to crush with this is our goal is to make sure that we are both in those cameos. So depending on when we record is when we'll probably do the cameos too. So it might not be a 12-minute turnaround time that you're used to.
It might be, though.
But
You don't know.
You could submit one right now and we'd be like, oh,
You could get one on air.
I would. Yep. There's
Boom.
no.
So
you know
check it
us,
out.
folks.
It will be, again, we are recording in the past and
In the
talking to you in the future. So we do not have that link set up yet.
Yeah.
Once we do, I'm sure it'll be in the episode notes. I'm sure it'll be in our link tree. 2 bandits watching Bluey on Cameo. Check us out.
Look out, internet.
watchingbluey@gmail.com.
Yup.
Takes, likes, feels. We love seeing it. Rate, review, subscribe.
Makes sense.
P.O. Box 2372, Syracuse, New York. 13220. I don't know what that was.
That was
But send us
fantastic.
whatever. We appreciate it. Belated birthday card? I wouldn't hate it.
Oh,
Whatever.
Greg Hunton here. I love it. Love it.
And lastly,
And most importantly,
if you want to level up your karate skills, check out Brisbane Karate and Martial Arts Studio in Kelvin Grove, Australia. Martial arts, Taekwondo, Krav Maga, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Nope. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There we go. Have grown enormously in recent years.
yes.
BTC, which is apparently the name of the studio, is proud to be the home of one of Queensland's premier adult Taekwondo clubs.
My gosh.
Check them out.
Yes, you won't.
Get swole.
Ooh.
Get tough.
Scare those crows.
BrisbaneMartialArts.com.au.
Ladies, gentlemen, everyone involved. My goodness.
My goodness, my gracious.
Whew.
Love this episode.
Man.
Can't wait to do more.
We're getting closer to the hundo.
We're getting closer to the hundo. We're getting closer to a third edition of Banditober, but we got an awesome September 1st.
Look out, world.
This is going to be
We're coming
fun.
at you.
We're going to have season 2 brackets before we know it.
Oh.
Stuff's going to get
No one's ready.
exciting, but we're going to take it day by day. Do you know why,
No
Mike?
one's ready. But why? Why?
Because it's got to be done.
It's gotta be done, man. I wish I had a recorder and be like...